Hey guys, I'm Jade, a digital artist and illustrator, and recently I hit 100 over on my new Instagram. So to celebrate, I thought it would be fun to do another Draw This In Your Style and a little giveaway too. If you are in the art community, you may have heard of or even participated in an art challenge called a Draw This In Your Style. A Draw This In Your Style is an art challenge set by an artist where you redraw their original drawing in your own style. Often artists create a character for you to redraw and then allow you to change the pose and put your own spin on it too. A lot of artists do these challenges to either celebrate reaching a goal, do an extended giveaway, or just have fun with their community. I always love doing Draw This In Your Style challenges. I tried to participate in a few other artists' ones throughout the year. I didn't get to participate in many last year, so that's something that will hopefully be changing this year. It's even better when I get to make my own because I love to see how you guys draw my original characters in your own style. So far I've done 3 before, all over on my original art Instagram for reaching 1k, 2k and 3k. They were all drawings of my half human, half monster original characters, which you can even watch me draw my 3k Draw This In Your Style in one of my previous videos. This Draw This In Your Style is a bit different this time compared to my previous ones, so this time it is themed around one of my dragon friends, Sparky. Last year I created 3 cute dragon characters, Tinker, Sparky and Cookie, and each of them have their own personality. So Tinker is an introvert and loves to read and paint, Sparky is always trying to make everyone laugh and loves anything music, and finally Cookie is an extrovert and will always be cooking and eating snacks. With these dragons, they have been the heart of my sticker designs and especially my colouring book for the last year, so of course they had to be the subject of my first Draw This In Your Style on my new sticker account. Last year I drew a sticker design of Sparky splashing in a puddle. It was inspired by the phrase "April showers bring May flowers", and I thought it would be a fun idea to take that design and create a full drawing of it, which is what I've done for this challenge. I had a lot of fun putting Sparky into a new environment that shows his personality a lot more. He is a completely free spirit and I feel that this drawing shows that perfectly. I would love to explore my dragon characters more and show you guys who they are, which drawings like this is a great way to do that. I have previously made sticker sheets of each of them where it shows what would be in each of their bags if you looked in them. These were really fun to make, especially as they were around the time that I created each of my dragon friends, and they really show each of their interests. As Tinker is surrounded by books, tea and letters, Sparky is surrounded by headphones, CDs and musical instruments, and lastly Cookie is surrounded by snacks, sandwiches and drinks. As I mentioned, this is a Draw This In Your Style, which if you're an artist you can participate in it. The rules are: 1. Redraw this drawing in your own style. You are free to change the pose, composition, etc. But Sparky has to be recognisable, so have some fun with it. 2. You can use any medium you like. 3. Post your entry on a public Instagram account and use the hashtag DragonFriends100. Also don't forget to tag my Instagram account in the post/caption. The deadline for this is the 31st of March, so make sure to head over to my Instagram to see the full drawing and to see more information on it. I also added an extra surprise for reaching 100, which was a little giveaway. So I am giving away a £10 shop credit to one winner to spend on anything they like in my Etsy shop. You need to participate in the Draw This In Your Style to enter, so if you're interested in that, again make sure to head over to my Instagram post in the description to join in. The deadline for this is the same as the Draw This In Your Style. So getting into this drawing, the biggest task after I've colour blocked my characters is rendering and adding the details. Normally I will always start with the eyes, but as this is my more simple style there isn't anything to do to Sparky's eyes, so instead we will start with the rest of his face. Here I add shadows and extra depth to each area, so I will start by adding shadows below my character's eyes, mouth and nose. Then I will add basic shadows around anything that will cast a shadow on their face, for example in this drawing, Sparky's raincoat hood. After doing basic shadows on the face, I then move on to adding details and shadows to their body. So in this case, as Sparky's wearing a big raincoat, this is what we will be working on next. I am adding more of an orange colour to add in my shadows. I keep this on the blending mode normal as I like the colour it is already and I don't need to change it. With a lot of my character's clothing, I will add in basic shapes for the shadows and then add an extra colour using the airbrush. However, to keep this in my simpler style, I didn't need to add any extra colour using the airbrush. So for Sparky's raincoat, I am just adding these almost orangey gold colours to create the idea of shadows and depth, making sure that I also change the line details to be darker on top of the shadows too. Moving on to the background of this drawing, as Sparky is now done, I am first working on the big lily pad leaf in the back by adding basic shadows using different greens. Then moving on to the big raindrops in the background. This was the first time that I've drawn raindrops in any way, so after brainstorming how I was even going to render them, I decided to go with a basic darker blue area in the middle with a lighter blue on top of the droplet. Then I took the outside bluey white colour and added that to the top of the darker blue area. This was to create the effect that the raindrops are glistening. We are nearly at the end, and with almost all of the areas rendered, the final part is to add detail to the bushes at the very back. With bushes and foliage, I usually do very basic drawings for them and just create big bushes with little to no detail. However, for this drawing, I thought I would try something new by putting more detail in them and creating layers of leaves, which after I'd finished and took a look at the full drawing, it was definitely the right call. I've just never figured out how to effectively create bushes in my style. I've tried out different ways of drawing them and some ways have worked in the past, but for this drawing they wouldn't have fitted in, as these bushes are meant to be big and leafy bushes instead of smaller ones. So I think this is now the way that I will be drawing the bushes in my drawings from now on. If you made it this far and would like to draw this drawing yourself, then make sure to head over to my Instagram to check out the rules and the full drawing. Let me know in the comments if you are thinking of joining, and I can't wait to see everyone's versions of Sparky in their own style. And with that, the drawing is complete. I do want to say a massive thank you for your continued support on my art. It means the absolute world to me and gives me so much encouragement to continue sharing my art with you all. I had a lot of fun drawing this with you today, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!